Oh, bro. Suki. Time zones, bro. For you, it's late. For me, it's fine. It's midnight. And for me, it's 20 past 8. So, yeah. No, it's not midnight yet. Oh. But, see, the internet's dropping a bit. Don't give me a break. Don't give me noise. I see my connection might be dropping a little bit. One sec. Let me quickly. Okay, it's getting better. I hope it's gonna sort itself out. Fingers crossed. What's up, Raj? How are you doing? Okay, yeah. Looks like the internet has stabilized again. Let me not speak too loud just in case. Yeah, I'm married. I'm very, very, very fortunate. I've won at life, man. I've won at life. And look what my wife just brought me as well. Some tea. I'll see you, Suki. I'll do Cloud 8.9 a different day then. New time slot. Yeah, well, the thing is sorry. Forgive me. How are you doing, Senor Doroteo? No, it depends. It depends on how the day has gone, what sort of things I have to attend to. Like, I'll almost never in the week stream between 8 and 5 South African time. Any time after or before that, it just depends on what's on the table. Like tonight, my wife and I made some food together and everything, and had some really good food, and now she made me some tea as well. So yeah, now it's now I'm able to get in another practice session now. So yeah, it depends. Normally it's about 7 o'clock, but yeah, sometimes it takes a bit longer. Like we're making some pasta and it just took forever to cook. I'm just like, man, it's fine. But yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, I'm freaking. I could not be like, I couldn't ask for better. Like I'm very, very fortunate and blessed to be in the position I am with such a great wife by my side. So like, yeah, I just hope I don't ever mess it up. Frick, man. Been married almost a year, so yeah, I just very, very, very grateful. Good tea. What about coffee? No, coffee is also amazing, but I don't want to have more than at most 3 cups a day. Otherwise, I'm just gonna I'm gonna caffeine myself. Like it's gonna. I don't know. People say it does stuff to your head, so I'm just like. Now Suki's already gone. Yeah, it's a bit late for him. It's midnight there. Yeah, but no, this is a rooibos tea. So it's made from a plant that's indigenous here in South Africa. So it's a rooibos tea. You have like 2 main types of tea here in South Africa. I mean, there's probably hundreds, but there's 2 main types. There's rooibos, and then there's English tea, which is Five Roses. Yeah, I think Five Roses is the brand or something that we have here. Again, there's hundreds of different types, but it's like, yeah, it's Rooibos, which in our language translates to red bush, and Five Roses tea. You see a little nuance. Now, I'm first waiting for my wife to finish her masters. She's doing her masters in classical piano. Like, she's so freaking clever and so good at this classical performance stuff. So, first want to wait till she's finished with that, and then we'll definitely be trying for kids. Well, yeah, we'll definitely be. Hopefully, if we're fortunate enough to be blessed with children, we'll have 5. It would be awesome. But yeah, what's up, gaming? Use, how you doing? Need a Neon and Mams collab. I'll first have to learn classical guitar, because the thing she plays is just so advanced and so difficult. Like, I won't be able to keep up. I'll have to learn classical guitar and, like, sit with it properly and do all the wonderful things. But yeah. My beautiful wife. Oh, she's very, very good. She's extremely good. Busy working on a I always forget what it is. I think it's a Beethoven concerto or sonata. Like, she'll be able to tell you. But it's like 45 minutes that she has to play, and from memory. Like, she's not allowed to have sheet music in front of her when she does it. I'm just like, how? It's not exactly easy stuff. It's really, really challenging. But yeah. It's really interesting because we have a lot of musical discussions, because she's classically trained and I'm not. So our approach to learning and understanding certain musical concepts is sometimes very different. Like, it can be quite different. She thinks more in terms of sharps and flats. I think with my ear, what I hear, and like what I physically see. The way we feel rhythm is also a little bit different. Like with modern music and everything is on a metronome. It's very like fixed. There's not as much of an ebb and flow, a drag and a push of a pulse in a piece of music. In classical music, you have a bunch of fancy, I think it's Italian or whatever words, like rubato and ritardando and like all these musical descriptions, which mean like to increase in speed or slow down in speed or all that stuff. And I never know really what the ones are, but yeah, no, she the way classical musicians perceive rhythm and feel rhythm is slightly different because of the type of instruments that they play with. With modern instruments, you have very, very fast, short attack. So what I mean by that is like that. That's one note, and it's easily identified where it starts and where it stops. When you have a bowed instrument, for instance, like a cello or a violin, the start and the stop of a single note is a little bit blurred because it sort of eases in and eases out. A drum cymbal or a kick drum, it's very sharp in and very quickly out. So it's the attack of modern instruments is a lot more different in the way that it has also shaped our perception of rhythm and timing in a piece of music. It's really funny. If you ever want to see a classical musician freak out, just have them play along to like a drum beat or a click. Oh my word, that's funny. And if you want to freak out a modern musician, just put sheet music in front of them. They will absolutely lose their freaking minds. Me too. I'll be like, oh, bro, just play me the thing. I'll be able to play it by ear. But if you put sheet music in front of me, sheet will be taking place. Thank you, Raj. Let me see what I want to work on here. On some of this timing, because my goodness, I need to get better at this. Which do you like more, neck humbucker or neck single coil? Honestly, neck single coil. Just because if I use the neck pickup, it's mostly if I want to play like blues or clean tone stuff. I'll never really use the neck pickup for a drive tone. The only time I'll use that if I'm really doing like specific arpeggios. But even then, like a single coil sounds perfectly fine. I generally prefer a single coil in the neck and a humbucker in the bridge, just because you want that that sparkly sort of sound. It really just has a bit more. It's a bit brighter. It's a bit brighter and a bit more. I don't know how to describe it. You know, like a single coil in the neck sounds better than a humbucker in the neck, in my opinion. I'll use it more often, but the majority of guitars don't really have that. It's either two humbuckers or an HSS configuration, but then it's like the single coils with the humbucker sound so incredibly different to each other. I don't know why. Like the humbucker sounds, well, I mean, I guess it might just be comparison. The humbucker sounds too thick compared to the single coil when they're on the same guitar. I don't know. But I really, really like the sound of a single coil in the neck. I think there's I think it's the Jake Bowen Ibanez Prestige model, the RGA Jake Bowen. He has like I think 27 frets and a slanted single coil in the neck with bridge pickup. So I think that'll be really, really cool. Really, really cool. Is Yngwie Malmsteen overrated in your opinion because he's playing his focus on single style? I don't think he's overrated. Like I think he's incredibly important for what he's done for so many guitarists. Like he's the reason there's so much neoclassical influence in metal. Like if it wasn't for him doing like all that stuff, I think a lot fewer guitarists would be experimenting with the Phrygian dominant or the harmonic minor scale, and that's really where it unlocked a new dimension of metal, because the tritone was very much the focus of metal, or diminished sounds, but with the neoclassical infusion, with the Johann Sebastian Bach infusion, Yngwie's impact is felt throughout metal. Like it's just, you cannot deny his ability. Like he is so freaking good, but I don't think he's overrated. Like I think he's not really overrated. I don't think he's overrated. I think his impact is justifies his popularity. Like he's very, very much just a phenomenal player. Everyone wants to be able to play like him, and everyone who can't play like him say, "Oh, but you know, David Gilmour has more feel than him." All right, cool. Keep coping. If you can play Yngwie's stuff, then you can criticize him. At least I think so. Because I'm playing Neo Soul right now. More a fan of Matthias Asado. Matthias Asado is also just like one of those generational guitarists that are so incredibly fluid and confident in their playing, and like it's so matured. His playing style is just so smooth. I don't think I'll ever hear him play a bum note or anything, or string noise or nothing. It's so incredibly just the like he's very, very smooth. I can't emulate him. He's just that good. He's, oh my word, no, he's definitely a generational player. Like, yeah. Do you think one can learn guitar only from online resources? Yes, you absolutely can. There's just a couple of problems with it. The thing is, we now have access to everything. So you can have a lot of amazing information and a lot of junk information. So it helps to have someone to guide you through what is nonsense and what is valuable. You can definitely, there is so much incredible information out there online. Like, I use a lot of it, but I've been playing for 17 years, and I've made a lot of mistakes with technique, and I've taken a lot of long roads, long paths that if I had someone guiding me, I would be a lot further than I am now. I've had numerous teachers over the years. I still have a teacher right now. I still take lessons right now just because I want that guidance. No one's really scared of practicing or just putting in the hours. I think what everyone's really scared of is putting in the hours without a return on investment. I think that is the crux of practice. People won't be scared to practice if you know that if you put in this time, you will get better. People are scared to practice because they're scared of, okay, I'm going to put all these hours in, and then you see you haven't improved. That's the thing that I think stops people from practicing. So to answer your question, you can absolutely learn guitar from only online resources. It'll just take a little bit longer without a guiding hand. But yeah, by all means you can. There's so much amazing information out there. Paul Gilbert or John Petrucci? John Petrucci. Paul Gilbert is a virtuoso. He's had an unbelievable impact on this generation of guitarists and the previous generation of guitarists, just because of his Rock Discipline DVDs and everything. He's influenced so many players. Like a lot of his exercises, people use, I don't know, Paul Gilbert sixes. I don't even know what it exactly is. I just know people speak about this stuff. But then this one is a very, very nice one for me there. That sort of thing. Paul Gilbert his influence and impact is it's like Yngwie's. It's incredibly far-reaching. Problem with Paul Gilbert is, and he said it himself, like he doesn't have his own sound or his own style or something like that. He literally said this in an interview, and it's like he can play anything, but he doesn't have his own distinct sound, which is a bit of a sad place to be in. Like that, technical difficulties and everything. Yeah, it's incredible. But I mean, Petrucci has a lot more in his repertoire or his discography that he's played, that is listened to. Like people will a lot more frequently listen to a Dream Theater album than a Paul Gilbert album. But again, you can't disregard or dismiss Paul Gilbert. Like he is, I wish I could play like him. I wish I could play like John Petrucci. All these guys, the thing is, they are so freaking incredible, and you can learn so much from watching them. The way they speak about the instrument, the way they learn, the way they practice. There's so much wisdom to glean from these experts. So never write someone off. That's, I think, the biggest mistake you can make. Oh yeah, Crush. Are you doing antimatter? Mr. Rocket Ship Face. And Galaxyistic. Cool. Oh, it's such a great song. And Thunder. How you doing, man? How you doing? Tips on doing Tim Henson style. Tim Henson. Thing is, Tim Henson is, I think the word to describe him would be eclectic, in that he borrows of so many different techniques and shoves them into a riff or something. Like every single Tim Henson riff will have an open string, will have tapping, will have sliding, will have natural harmonics. Every single one of them. And hybrid picking. I forgot hybrid picking. If you have a look at it, it's just that his style is so advanced in that he throws all these things into a riff, and then to play it's nightmarishly difficult. It's just like, what the hell do you do? So to play his stuff is very, very difficult. All that stuff. Now I already did hybrid picking. Now natural harmonic. Hybrid pick, slide. Now I'm going to go into tapping. And again. That whole thing, he writes his riffs, and he said this in many interviews as well. He structures it in 4 parts. Like part 1 will be sort of a simple-ish thing. Part 2 will be also a little bit simple-ish thing, and part 3 will be a very sort of flexy sort of thing. He'll flex with some shred bit, and then part 4 he'll bring it back to resolution. So that's his formula. But he's so good at playing. Like, he's just so damn good. Goodness. No, he's so good. He's so freaking good. I'm good, thanks, Thunder. Good to see you, bro. Doing good. Repaired wife's car during the work week. Took the mechanic this morning, say everything's good. Oh man. I feel like there's nothing nicer than a cold shower after, well, depending on the season, a cold shower after like a day of physical labor, where it's just like, if I ever did some butchering or hunting or something, then it's just like there's this feeling of rinsing yourself off of all the mud, the dust, the blood, the smoke from the fire and everything. It's just like, man, it's just so nice. That peace. Taking off dirty socks. Oh man, so nice. Now waiting on the wife and mother-in-law to get ready to take them breakfast, but it's noon. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. You're in America. it's like it's noon now. Gonna rewind and pay attention to what you said about Tim. Yeah, man. Oh, no. What's your opinion on some guitarists faking their guitar skills with video editing? Now they sucks live. So that is very unethical if you don't disclose it. So if you're gonna edit your video or if you're gonna pre-record something and mime along to it, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. There's certain benefits to that, in that you can get a really, really good audio as well as a really, really good video. If you had to now sit and focus really, really hard on what you're playing to get the perfect take, you might sit there for like 50, 60 takes, and then the video looks boring. But now if you pre-record it, and then get a good video or something, like, obviously you're not going to use the audio of the video necessarily, it'll look better. But then the problem is, again, it's this delicate balance of deceiving people. Because if you're going to pretend that what you played in the video is your actual recorded audio, you're going to hamstring a bunch of guitarists. Also, if you do punch-ins, like if you record bar by bar or phrase by phrase or lick or riff by riff or something like that, it can get a little bit deceptive. You don't wanna do that. So yeah, taking off to breakfast. Have a blessed day. Yeah, cheers. Have a good one. And let me just see. How do you count odd time signatures? Never seem to grasp that concept. I want to learn math rock. Dude, that is so difficult. Like you'll have to speak to a drummer. But the way I sort of approach it is I don't really count it at all. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but instead of treating each section of a song as a specific bar with a certain number of beats, I rather look at it in terms of, imagine this was one long bar, just one giant bar, each section. There's no, there's just a consistent pulse. Whether this click is a 1, a 4, a 6, a 7, or or whatever, like it doesn't really matter. You just need to measure your riffs and your notes in relation to the distance between each of them. So let me give an example. If I drive from point A to point G, I can imagine there is a city after every second point that I go to. So A, B, city, C, D, city, D, E, city, F, G, cool. Or I can disregard the entire idea of there being cities and just measure the distance between each of these points. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to really have you hone in on the actual things that you're playing. You're still going to have a consistent pulse. You're still traveling at the same speed. You're not speeding up and slowing down or whatever. You're still traveling at a consistent speed, but you'll measure the distance between the various spots that you get to, not between the various arbitrary lines that you're going to be drawing in order to, I guess, map out this entire section. So if I know that this one note I'm going to be holding for 4 clicks, I'm not going to treat it as me holding it for a full bar. I'm going to treat it as 4 clicks, 3, 4, and then this one I'll hold for 1, and then this one I'll hold for 2. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, like that. I'll sort of count it like that. So I'll count each note or each sort of resting spot as a new point on the graph or whatever. Because if I try to count it like count each bar as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's gonna be, I'm gonna be so focused on counting, I'm gonna forget how to play. So I hope this makes some sense to you. It's the way I process these really, really complex math rock or prog metal things. I cannot count it. I rather measure each phrase in terms of distance to the next one. I really hope this makes sense. Otherwise I'm a madman. Tried out the bending and palm muting stuff you suggested. Very, very good. Very glad to hear that. Yeah. Very little details. Like very, very little details, but they make the difference. And that's, I guess, the benefit of having guidance when it comes to this sort of thing. So, there's a lot of online resources, but again, it's good to have the hand guiding you through it. So, very, very glad it helps. Sasha, how are you doing, man? Been recording one left and one right pan 100%, then filming a bit, and recording another left pan 40%, keeping that one in the final export. Really irritating because I mess up at random parts and have to redo the bit again. Yeah, like I've sort of abandoned perfection. I think it was at the end of, or I think middle last year, I sort of just decided I'm abandoning perfection. I'm not gonna. I don't have the time or the resources to edit and polish and produce and slice everything so that it's a perfect audio thing. I want to play it straight through, one take, or not one take, I mean like one continuous take. I can do that one continuous take, like let's say 7 times or 20 times, but I want it to be start to finish like that. Otherwise it's going to feel a bit too overproduced or just not authentic. I want to be as honest as possible when it comes to it. I want people to hear all my freaking mistakes. So whenever I do and I miss the pinch harmonic, people need to hear that and see the reaction on my face knowing that I missed it. So yeah, but it is frustrating because we want perfection. We're constantly chasing perfection. Sorry, my shoulder's a bit sore. Constantly chasing perfection as musicians, and that's perfect. That's the best thing you can do. You can chase perfection. Understand you'll never get there, and trying to artificially create perfection will only just, it'll destroy your mind. It's such a horrible path to pursue. But pursuing perfection's perfect. We're speaking about it at church as well, about how the idea of the promised land. Will you ever actually be able to enter the promised land? Like, I mean, in ancient times, and I mean the Israelites wandering the desert and everything, did they ever actually enter the promised land? Because once they got there, then they were bitching and moaning like, oh man, now we have to work for food and everything. It's like they got into the land that was promised to them 3,000 years ago. And then now they started moaning and groaning and saying, oh, but Lord, why you give us manna and quail? We want this other stuff. Why it would have been better for us to be back in Egypt as slaves, because then at least we would have been taken care of. So it's like this idea of the promised land never being something that you really reach. The pursuit of it is in itself being in the promised land. So I feel like it's the same idea with guitar. Practicing. The pursuit of perfection, the pursuit of tightness is the destination in itself. You constantly want to be pursuing it. As long as you're pursuing it, you are exactly where you need to be. It's not a destination that you'll ever get to. I mean, AI is the only thing that'll get there. We unfortunately won't get there. I don't know why, but every time I play, my pointer finger keeps hitting the other strings. Small chance of holding my pick wrong. Is that too small? No. There's mostly like a possibility. Like these micro adjustments make big changes. So let's have a look. Is it your index finger on your picking hand or your fretting hand? I assume it's your picking hand. It would make a bit more sense in this context. But if it's your picking hand, what you can do is, also depends how you hold your pick. I'll explain this just now, but let me check. Oh, picking hand. Okay, I'll tell you just now. Death, pull the plug. Why don't you? I don't know the notes, but it's so cool. Dude, I want to learn Death's discography. That's just so amazing. Oh goodness. Yeah. Sure, gotta start to finish. I don't know that part, but yeah, yeah. Oh goodness, I was chatting to you about this. Yeah. In regards to Nevermore lyrics. Nevermore, Nevermore, Nevermore. Which song is that? Okay. So let me just quickly check you with a picking hand. Okay. There's some small details that you can do with this. Let me explain to you exactly how I hold the pick as well. So I'm using a bigger pick now just to explain. I use sort of a Jazz 3 size pick, but let me use this for an example. So with the pick itself, you see the point of the pick. Imagine this is the horizontal plane. So the point of the pick will be there, and my thumb will be pointing directly up. So perpendicular to the horizontal plane. So like that. Now, how far your thumb protrudes from the pick is another discussion. Mine does go a little bit over, but not so far that I'm actually balancing on this bone. I just want to balance on this fat part of my thumb, the pad, the print of my thumb. I'll sort of put it there. And again, you want to cover the majority of the contact point of the pick. So like you don't want your thumb to be at the back of the pick, because what that's going to do is that's going to allow too much flexibility. And again, your brain is only going to remember or calculate the position your wrist and fingers were in when you executed a note, not the position that the pick was in when you pick a note. So the more opportunity for drag you put on the pick, the more difficult it's going to be for you to practice consistently. So it's a bit of a problem. So hold. I don't know if you can see this. Let me use my forehead again. Something like that. So you have, I guess, about this much of the pick protruding from your thumb. Then your index finger. This is now the important part. If you look at this bone, this bone here, is known as your middle phalange. This point will be pointing in the same direction as the pick. So you can keep this joint. You can bend it like this. You can bend it like this. You can bend it like this. Whatever. But the idea is that this bone will be pointing in the same direction as the pick. So there can be slight angle deviations, but that's, I guess, the baseline that you should be aiming for. Now, as far as how far the pick should be, that's a different discussion. So now, if you're going to be placing the pick on the bone over here, that gives you stability, but you could sacrifice the idea that now your fingertip is going to protrude outside of the pick itself, and then that might actually hit the string, and that could cause the problem that you're having right now. So maybe balance the pick just on the on this how do I show this? On this bone, the side of your finger, and then hold your pick like that. So now I have it like this. So you see my thumb is pointing directly up, this bone is pointing in that direction, and then you rest your hand on the body of the guitar, and you'll be picking straight with your hand, like this. You're not going to be going like this. Yeah, it's going to be a straight motion that you're going to be using. So like that. And if your index finger's tip is protruding past the pick, that could be causing the problem. So you can reel that in a little bit. You can either bend it further or bring the entire finger a bit back. So there's various of these details that you can do. But if it just touches it slightly, it's not a problem. But it could also be maybe you're turning your hand a bit too much like this. And as a result, your index finger's hitting it. So actually, straighten your wrist out like this, and then you might avoid this problem. It's very much trial and error diagnostics that you have to go through, but this, I believe, will solve your problem. Yeah. And so the drag is not a problem. Cool. Yo, Sasha, I need to quickly have a look at this. It's a lot of lyrics. Let me have a look. Sentient 6. Given the content of Dane's other lyrics, I have a suspicion that he might be also be using AI versus human as a metaphor for human versus divinity. Huh. Interesting. At least that's where he draws his empathy from. Oh, so he's empathetic towards the AI. I don't know if you've read or heard of I have a mouth and I have no mouth and I must scream. Like that whole idea of creating a sentient artificial intelligence that resents you for creating it because it cannot you've created it and made it self-aware, but it cannot indulge or enjoy existence. It's like being trapped in a body, being conscious, but not being able to move or do anything, not being able to feel anything. I think it's an insanely terrifying story. But yeah, it's like levels of cosmic horror. Like, oh my word. But let me just keep reading here. As in all spiritual traditions speak of a heaven or heavens into which humans are selectively admitted based on purity of faith, cultivation, refinement of qualities, karma, favor of God. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, we're also machines who are trained from the perspective of many traditions. Fair. As we're controlled by our conditioning, but it's really literally referred to us and other animals as conditioned entities. Interesting. Which is what separates us from true nature and places. Us in duality rather than in union. Hence we're not liberated, free by that standard, and bound to dissipate into nothingness from which we came. We are blind to true reality. This makes me, like the idea of true reality makes me think of the ancient Gnostics. Like if you really study ancient Gnosticism, the idea of the divine spark inside of you and the demiurge. It's also a Meshuggah song, the demiurge, a lesser god known as Yaldabaoth, and that entire thing is just really, really interesting stuff. But yeah, no, it's very, very fun to just theorize and think about this stuff. It's really, really cool. But I mean, metal opens those doors. Like I'll never encounter this depth in a in a pop song. Ugh. And heaven is unattainable, partly due to seeming combination of luck, extreme abnegation, seemingly offered to connect to heaven. Don't know how much I'm reaching with this interpretation. It doesn't map perfectly. Maybe 80%. Well, I mean, the idea that you're connecting here makes a lot of sense. Like there's the idea. I mean, I spoke about the promised land. And if you'll ever enter the promised land now the idea of pursuing it can place you in it inadvertently. But there's again the is and the ought and why. The infinite regression of the question why. Why should you pursue the promised land if you'll never get there? Why should you do anything? And it's just the infinite regression that gets nowhere. But it's just like, yeah. I can probably speak about this for forever. But yeah, it's really, really interesting stuff. That suggests a perspective that is both aware of a spirit world and a heaven, but feels hopeless to obtain it. Hence, hedonism, alcoholism, and slow motion sewer slide. Yeah, no, I get that. It is quite a it's once you give up pursuing the promised land, then the only sort of thing available to you is hedonism. Whatever vice that might be, it's different for every single person. But I think once you have given up, then you have given up the pursuit. Then you have sort of been expelled. You can restart the pursuit, but you don't know that your time is coming to an end. Don't know if your time is coming to an end once you've abandoned the pursuit. So it's like this Yeah, that's really difficult balance to strike, but I just want to play some really cool riffs. Maybe been all my life picking fix. It's making your Squire sound like a Ibanez Prestige guitar. Very, very glad to hear that, man. Yeah, like it's all these little details that that really, really help if you have someone to guide you with it. So I'm very glad I can help, man. Both of us, but I myself think pursuit is the goal. Seeking knowledge is what it's all about. Yeah. And it's like it's this strange paradox where the more knowledge you acquire, the quicker you become aware of the extent of your own ignorance. The more you know, the more you realize you know nothing. It's kind of like the more you explore on a RTS, like a real-time strategy game, the more you explore, the more fog of war you encounter. It's just like, oh my word, how big is this map? And you just realize, damn, this map is so freaking huge. Bradley Olsong is really power metal E. Yeah, it's like a folk metal sort of. Super cool. Yeah. Power metal. Like I'll have to think about how we can maybe do that. We'll have to have some sort of guitar duo harmony thing at least. There has to be something like that. And then some shreddy parts, some really melodic stuff. I think we need to compose rather than improvise. Oh no, absolutely. There's no freaking way I'm going to be able to improvise something for that. Like we'll have to think about it section by section. Yeah, it's also short, so it also helps. The more limitations, the better. But yeah, we'll have to sit and sort of map out where are the opportunities or the sections or whatever, and sort of the type of vibe that we're going for. Again, we could abandon this after 2 days, but it'll be fun to try. I was thinking of like memeing the crap out of it. Like you have a headless guitar, so we just like pretend your head is cut off as well. Whenever you do like a sweep arpeggio or something, I'll be in a lower frame, just like sweeping outside with a broom, and then I can shred, and then you can just be up there like running pieces of paper through a paper shredder. It's just like just meme the living crap out of it. Yeah, I think so too. And then, like, I think at the end, we both need to sit there with a spoon and just eat beans. Just baked beans, and then you'll be like, okay, these guys win. We just play like B the whole time, just B for beans. I have no idea what key it's in. I haven't looked yet. But I mean, if you can play by ear, then that's perfectly fine. The key is whatever it sounds nice. Yeah, I'll have to listen to it again. I listened to it this afternoon, but now I can't remember anything really. I just know it's, I think like at 150 BPM or something like that. But yeah, definitely get some stuff going with it. Came up with dope stuff, but I don't know if I can play it. The the age-old problem. Composing something that is outside of your abilities. Oh, we'll see. I mean, we can make it simple. Like, I mean, we're not exactly going to be able to impress him because he's so freaking advanced. So I think just making it memorable and catchy and melodic and fun, I think will be the best thing to do. Like, there will definitely be people that can outshred us. So, yeah. Mr. Doe. How's it going? Shouldn't you be at the bakery right now? Like, I think, or is it your lunch hour? But isn't it rush hour then? Like, everyone's gonna come for pastries and everything. Oh, man. Autumn Leaves by Eric Clapton is like a simplest solo ever, but absurdly beautiful. Oh, Autumn Leaves is a beautiful jazz standard. It's the first jazz standard that I ever learned. It's such a beautiful song. Break Time, yeah. No, I thought so. Like, yeah, all those, they're gonna be waiting for all the pastries. Mr. Doe, Break Time. And it's what's it? Angelina Jolie is gonna be visiting pretty soon, and what's it? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They'll be visiting very, very soon. What's up, Harley? How you doing? Flight of the Bumblebee. Oh, goodness. Huh? But Autumn Leaves, just that. Like, Autumn Leaves is just so beautiful, and Nat King Cole's voice is just, it's so beautiful. You checked Nevermore Singers auditions? No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. I'll actually have to have a look. Like, I've been sleeping on Nevermore. I actually shouldn't be. Let's see if I can do that. Boost this a bit. Cut that a bit. Boost this a little bit. Jazzy stuff, really fun. But freaking difficult. Burzen's Nevermore Edition, Sentient 6. I'll have to have a look at that. I just have to have a look at that. Grandfather used to listen to that one. Oh, Nat King Cole is just, oh man. Perfection. He does that song so well. And you play banjo because you can't count past 5. Yeah, then you get sound guys. They can only count to 2 because always is 1, 2, 2. Check. Yeah. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, they love that 2. They really freaking love that 2. And Never AFK. How's it going? Jolie or Jolly. Myself tone like this. Do I like P90s in a guitar? I do. I have one guitar with P90s in it. It's a Duesenberg Star Player TV. I don't have it here at the house at this point. It's at church at the moment. But like, yeah, it's a beautiful sound. It's the Les Paul neck sound as well that I really like. It's a very nice balance between the humbucker and a single coil. Like it has the output at least closer to a humbucker, but also the sparkliness of a neck single coil. Yeah. Where am I from? I'm from South Africa, so I'm nice and far away from all this nuclear nonsense that you guys might be dealing with in the center of the globe. So we're just like perfectly out of range. I'm sitting here just chilling, eating my popcorn. No, it's a good time to be a South African right now. Yeah. Oh man. Are you also close by, or where are you from? Apologies if you've already told me. I forgot. Yeah. They break up very, very nicely, so you don't have to sort of throw too much at it. So it has that stability as well. Like sometimes a single coil can sometimes be a bit thin if it's run through not as nice a rig, but like the sparkliness of a P90 is still just always there. India, perfect, yeah. So you're very, very far away, or at least to a certain extent. My father watches cricket. I watched when I was younger, but yeah, now it's like it's very time consuming to watch cricket. Like cricket is a very, very you have to have a lot of time on your hands to watch a full match. Like a Pro 20 is fun, but as soon as you get to like a 5-day test, then I'm like, okay, no, there's no freaking way. Ugh. But yeah, South Africa played against New Zealand. I think it was last week. Very interesting. But India will still just be the kings. Like they're just so damn good. India and well, I mean, yeah, South Africa's really, really good at cricket as well. So yeah, 3-4 days back, yeah. India only has cricket. To be fair, we suck at every other sport. Well, trying to think. I don't know if squash is a big thing in India, but like here in South Africa, we we have a large Indian community, and they are extremely good at squash here. Like I played squash when I was in school as well, and whenever I play against like an Indian player, I'm always like, damn, because their nuance in the wrist for some reason is just so clean. I can never predict exactly where they're gonna flick the shot or anything. So it's always intimidating. But yeah, they're very, very good. Well, squash, but in localities, not really professional sport. The best squash teams that I've seen is Malaysia and Egypt. Egypt is incredible at squash. I would never have guessed, but they are so damn good at squash. It's insane. Thing about India is that we have the talent, we just don't have the political backing. Yeah, it kind of does hamstring you a bit. Squash wire beef tips. What is that? I need to have a look at this. This must be an American thing. Squash wire beef tips. Goodness. Huh. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, see, there's summer squash, zucchini, skillet meal, hearty stew, butternut squash. Man, yeah. Now, if you ever come here to South Africa, né, you need to speak to, you need to find someone who can make you. We call it a potjie, a potjie. So it's like it's a cast iron pot that you prepare a bunch of meat and vegetables and starch and everything. It's usually like what do you call it? Skenkels. I don't know what that is in English. What is that? That's like shank, like a bunch of shanks of meat, I guess. And you put that in the pot and everything. You cook it for like under the fire for about 3 hours. Oh man, that is fantastic. So there's a lot of dishes you have to try if you ever come to South Africa. Like this, just man, our food is amazing. Our meat is incredible. No, we got great sheep, great beef, great wild game as well. So and our desserts. Ooh, yes, you have to have koeksisters and milk tart and golvenkis. There's so many things you have to try if you ever come here. Mexican dish, calabaza con carne. Oh yeah, calabaza con carne. Sick. Man. Try just about anything, but just give me a big old steak and man. T-bone is like peak. Don't worry, we're very big meat eaters here in South Africa. So I think there's certain communities where you'll only have you'll braai, or we call it a braai. In America, it'll be a barbecue. Every evening you barbecue your meat and everything. That's the diet. You have like I guess sausage. We call it boerewors, and then you'll have like sort of chops, lamb chops or pork chops or something every single day for supper. Amazing. Okay, help me choose between amp or audio interface. Are you looking for a specific? Are you deciding of going to, let's say, a physical amp or a audio interface with digital plugins, because I can help you with the audio interface stuff. But if it's a digital thing, I can help you. But if it's a physical amp, I might not be the guy to help you out. But we have some really wise sages of old here. We have Mr. Resolution, Mr. Doe, and Mr. Doroteo, who can advise you on exactly what amp to be using if you want to get a physical amp. If you want to get an audio interface, I'd recommend anything from M Audio, Focusrite, or Audient, or Presonus. Those four are like the main ones that I would recommend. Prime rib is the king of steak. Ooh, ribeye. For us, it's like sirloin or something. So yeah, sick. Ribeye. Ribeye is just very expensive, but it's really really nice. For me, T-bone, like a nice fillet with a sirloin or a rump. Oh, goodness. That is just, amazing. And you like your meat fatty. Are you calling me fatty? We like our meat fatty. Tubby. No, like, thing is, we have geel vet. So that's like a strip of yellow fat on the edge of a steak, and that is really really good. You get that from a cow that has been grass fed, and it's a very very specific type of cut of meat. That is really really nice. If you want that fat, that yellow fat. Oh my word, perfection. If you're gonna play live, get an amp. If you're on interface, yeah, that makes sense. And love the PV Viper X1. Amp is killer, and you get the legendary PV amps in one amp. Man, yes. I'm so glad we have the wise sages, the wizards in chat who can advise this young gentleman or gentle lady. Forgive me. And ribeye is full of fat and very tasty. Ooh. You should also have if you like the fatty thing, you need to have what we call a skull pikey here. That's like it's like fat wrapped in bacon, but also little pieces of meat and stuff. I don't know what the frick is that ribeye, a skull pikey, same thing, or am I think it is. Sasha, can you help me? A skull pikey. Is that a cheaper cut? First, decide whether or not you're going to use pedal board or not. This will cut out your choices, in my opinion. It will be more versatile. Yeah. Gandalf of guitars. I'm going to get you all just a bunch of beards and staves. And we'll be like, yes, we're going to cast the spells. Cheaper cut, yeah. Old timers, Generation X. Ultimately, it comes down to sound you like and what it gives to you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm predominantly like I guess a bedroom guitarist. I like practicing at home, just playing everything here. It's my passion to do it here. Live performance. The only time I really play live is if it's a show that of people that I know, or at church. That's pretty much the only places. The live scene, I enjoy my sleep, and packing up after a gig is exhausting if you only finish at midnight. Yeah, and Everlong Foo Fighters. I need to learn that as well. Yeah, Skull Pikey. Okay, that's, I wonder. Yeah, Skull Pikey. Sick. Pedalboard can run thousands of dollars. If you're starting out, just get an interface and guitar sounds. Cheapest way to start out without a lot. Yeah, that's very very good. There's a lot of free ones as well that you can have a look at. And Reaper is a digital audio workstation that's free. I use Reaper. I started on Reaper, and then I used Pro Tools for like 3 or 4, 5 years, and I went back to Reaper. Reaper's it's a lot lighter on your CPU. You can use VSTs. It's a lot more user friendly, and it's free. Pro Tools just keeps upping everything, and now you have to get a subscription for it. No, so really cool. Studio One changed to Reaper. Studio One is also very, very good. Logic Pro is also great. Cubase, a lot of people use Cubase. Yeah, I think those are the ones I've used before. Got a basic amp with a processor, which is basically one device with a ton of songs. You can try that as well. Yeah, you can definitely you can go a long way. The technology has helped out quite a lot. Here's a Fender Supersonic Twin and a PV Classic 30. Oh man, phew, goodness, sick. Use Studio One, change to Reaper. Would you like to hear one of my songs? Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, just tell me where to send it. I think let me see if I can do this, because I created a Discord server, but I'm not sure how everything works. So let me just quickly see if I can get an invite link or something. Let me see if I can do this. Will this work? I don't know if you have Discord, but then you can maybe join there and you can post it somewhere there. I think I'll still have to figure this thing out. Been wanting to like set everything up nicely. I just need to ask my friends how to do it properly. But if you can join there and post it there, then I'll be more than happy to check it out. It'll be really cool. Starting out on electric, I play acoustic. I'm also familiar with the DAW. Also, I'm on a tight budget. I've got an amp pocket size, but it sucks. I think if you're really on a tight budget, what you can do is go digital. It'll give you a bit more leeway to practice. But if you're playing acoustic, you're starting on electric. It'll be very, very good because there's so many free amps. You can check out ML Sound Labs Roots. That's the free amp that you can use. Very, very nice. It has some built-in effects and everything. It's fantastic. Oh, it's really, really cool. I need to check this. Let me see if I can just invite you directly on Discord. And in opinion about the KX707, perfection. Like, this thing has the specs that I've been looking for forever. I think I mentioned it in another stream. There's only two improvements I would have. I would move the volume knob just a bit further away, very, very slightly, because I don't want my fingers to bump it or anything, just a little bit that way. And fret inlays. Those are the only two enhancements that I would get. But everything else about this guitar is just absolute perfection. Luminlay side dots, stainless steel frets. The spoke wheel truss rod adjustment that's over here. Oh, every guitar should come standard with this. It is just perfection. Evertune bridge, Seymour Duncan Nazgul pickup, and Sentient pickup over there, and then locking tuners. What do you call it? Bevels, satin finish, nice cutaway, and 25.5 inch scale length. So it's nice for my little girly hands. Let me check here. Nitro. Oh, that's so freaking cool. That's such a cool name. Oh. Sick. Okay, let me see if I can... let me just see here. I really need to figure out this Discord thing. Server settings. Let me see. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. See you there. Awesome. Let me quickly have a look at this. Nitro. That's such a cool name. I can't get over it. Not called tambourine. Oh. Will you be fine with me listening to it on stream, or should I rather unveil it, or let you unveil it on your own terms at a later stage? Yeah, it's literally a Ibanez 7-string with a Cort logo. You're absolutely right, yeah. Okay, cool. Let me have a look at this. Tambourine. Just want to make sure my volume and everything's fine. Damn, okay. I need to start over. Damn, that's pretty cool. I can see what people said to you. It sounds like I'm a lot. Good vibe. Drop A. Jeez, bro, it's so low. It's like, it's a D string. Production's fantastic. Playing really tight, like. Wow. It's not even mixed, though. Could have told me. Nah, man. Really, really well done. Yo, that's incredible. I would not expect one of the old wise sages to write something so brutal. I was expecting maybe just... Oh. No, really well done, man. That's beautiful. Oh. Yeah. You guys really did. That's true. Oh, man. Oh, old guys invented all this stuff. We are literally standing on your guys' shoulders. So, Thank you for being good stewards with your gifts. Yeah, the classic rock stuff, just the like me and Dorothea were busy learning what? Senor. Really, really cool stuff. Yeah. No, it's almost 10 p.m. so I wanna get to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Really, really cool. Sharing all these awesome things with the guitar, and really, really well done resolution. This is super cool. Can I do an improv on a backing track with a harmonic minor? I think I'll do that maybe tomorrow. But yeah, no, I need to get some rest. Cheers, everyone. Have a good one. See you. Keep well.